Okay, welcome back. Today's a dirty business. We got the gloves on, sewer hoses and sewer and tanks and all that stuff. So I'll try to just overview this thing so that if you got any questions, just give me send me a message or something, because it's quite involved, but we'll try to get through it. Okay, if you look on your trailer, most trailers got the city water connection, the antifreeze connection, the tank clean, that's for the black tank only, not the gray tank, and the sewer hookup. Now, you should always have a gray handle on your gray tanks and a black on your black tank, right? Now, the black is always 4-inch or 3-inch, and the gray can be either 2 or 1, or sorry, 2 or 1.5. And then you have this adapter on here, which you put a garden hose on, right? Okay, now if you look over here, right here on the bumper, you should always have your sewer hose in there set up and ready to go. Don't have it in a box or something. That's what it's made for, so put it in there. If you don't like this, get a 4 or a 6-inch PVC and slide in there. That's where your hose goes. Okay, now the way to drain the hoses is one. You drain the black and then you drain the gray. And gravity is the key word here, and the way the trailers are set up, they'll always drain the black. Very seldom will it not drain. But if you want, you put a hook of hose in here, not preferably your drinking hose, another hose. I have a section of hose that's just for that, and you can flush your tanks out. Now, this whole thing is a whole gray area. That's a pun, by the way. Is that some people like composting and some people like sewers or great black tanks. I am a black tank person. I bought the trailer. It's got over almost $500 worth of black tank stuff in it, so why not use it? That's my theory. And it only cost me $10 to dump it, and if you take the $1,000 or $12 or $14 or $2,000 these composting toilets are costing, you could dump your tanks a lot. I have nothing against composting toilets at all. They're not my bag. That's all I'm saying. So I always use black. There's a lot of apps on the internet, free campsites, All Stays, got a Sandy Dump app. There's lots. You can find them all over the city. Most cities have dumps, free ones. So you just got to check it over. So that's what we're going to do. Now, on the gray tanks, we try not to use any bad soap. We don't even put chemicals in our trailer because we dump it every 7 to 10 days, right? So we don't even put chemicals in it. If you go to a lot of campgrounds, they're on a field system where the hoses just go out, the drains just go to the field and they drain out. So they don't really want you putting chemicals in it. So make sure you check that before you go and put chemicals in it. I never put chemicals in it. Once in a while I'll put a little bit of bleach or a little bit of borax or dish soap. The best thing I found for the toilet, for the tanks, is borax and dish soap. Pippi Peterson told me about it, and I've used it ever since. So that way, if you do go to a place and they say no chemicals, then borax and bleach isn't a big deal, or borax and dish soap. Because you always use Dawn dish soap. Every RVer should use Dawn dish soap. It doesn't kill nothing, and it protects the environment and all that other stuff. And if you're walking along and you see an oily bird, you can clean it. Now, we got the gray tanks. There's not much. You don't put bacon grease in the gray tanks. The only way to get grease out of the bacon tanks is hot water and Dawn soap. And if you get so much in there that it starts clogging the pipes, what you do is fill it with hot water and dish soap, and you take it for a drive, like 5-10 miles, and drain it, and 90% of the time it'll come out. If not, you just got to flush it. It's the only way to get out of it. The only way to get out of it. Okay, now the other day I showed you one on the water filter. This trailer, since we bought it, we've always drank the water out of it, because one thing is you always check the water you're putting into it. You either filter it in or you have a filter on the inside. And we have never had a problem yet, ever. And I drank a lot of water out of this trailer. So that's all on the water system. You just hook it up here and you can pump it right in. Or this is for city water, and the other side you fill the tank up. Now, you've probably seen the Flagstaff trailers or anybody with that fill up with the vent on the side. When you're on the desert, there's dust and it plugs that vent. So what you have to do is when you're filling it up with water, just shoot some water down that vent line, it'll blow it out. This is the key word right here. Now we're getting into we're gonna just stick to the black tank now. Now, I don't have a problem with the black tank at all. Now, everybody goes and everybody says, oh yeah, this is RV septic tank safe and all that stuff. This is 2-ply toilet paper, which you can buy anywhere. Now, this is what you do to test it. And you take your toilet paper, I don't care if it's for the house, I don't care what it is. If you take it and put it in a jug of water like that and shake it and it breaks up, that's RV friendly. I don't care what they say, okay? That's RV friendly. That's 1-ply. Now we'll do the 2-ply. Okay, the 2-ply, this is a really name brand, and it doesn't matter whose brand it is. It's 1-ply, 2-ply, 3-ply, 40-ply. As long as you don't get your finger dirty, you're all right. This is 2-ply paper, and the same thing. You just shake it up, and if it breaks up like that there, that's RV friendly. I don't care what anybody says. Now, for your homework assignment, everybody uses these wipes now. Everything seems to be a wipe. Don't put a wipe down the drain. I don't care what they say. You flushable, whatever, I don't care. Take a wipe, put it in the bottle, and try it. And if it breaks up, you let me know. Because they plugged the Sandy dump in Ehrenberg this year with them damn wipes. The wipes do not break down. And toilet paper's cheap, so just all that goes in the toilet is toilet paper. Not Sandy wipes, toilet paper. So, that's all. This is some of the chemicals I got. This is one I use if I'm going on a long time, is these drop-in packs. You just take it into the toilet, you're good. And it'll do. Dometic, they all make them, right? Buy a pair of gloves, box of gloves, because you always need gloves. You don't do it without gloves. You have to have gloves, sorry. I'm just telling you. So that's now if you look at this thing now, that's both of them. Now that's what happens when you go down the road. That's what happens to toilet paper. If it doesn't do that, then don't use it. I'm just saying, just don't use it, okay? So that's all I got really on the black tank. I like the black tank. Other people I got lots of friends that use composting toilets and they love them. So it's personal preference is basically what it is. I love the black, I don't love the black tank, but I got the black tank. I don't have an issue with it. Like, we'll go in and dump the tanks in 2 minutes, you're done. 3 minutes max. And you fill up with water and everything else. Now the key to the black tanks and the water is people find it really hard to find a place to get water and sewer and all that stuff. Well, here's Badge's little trick. If you get in a jam and you need water, you need sewer and all that, go get a campground for a night, 20 bucks. And if you don't want to stay there, that's even better. Go and get your campground, take it in, fill up the black tank, drain your gray, fill up your water tank, check everything out, and if you don't want to stay, go leave. Who cares? You pay 20 bucks a night and you fill all your tanks and dump it all. Doesn't get any better, does it? Remember, you're not paying rent. Anyway, so that's all I got for you today. I hope you got something out of this. And keep on watching. I love you guys. Come on back. We'll see you later.